call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 180! It's just me and you. It's just me and you. What's that?
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From midfield now, here's Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Dancing to his left. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Let's go, baby.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
180. Check 48. Come on. Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
180. He's coming. He's coming. Down line 3.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I got you, Pop.
Now Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball. No. Off.
Now a handoff to Ingram. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 39, Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A carry here for Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. We really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that'll make it third down.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 58 right there. Hey, check.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A third down gain of 19.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Brown. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. I'm coming.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Double. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the safety creep. 25. Check 20. Match box. Right. Switch. Let's go. Here we go.
Jackson now. It's complete to Snead.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run again with Hunt.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Switch.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They go play action. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. From the red zone now, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 6. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Ravens have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Brown.
180! That QB's trash. Let's go.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it this time. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year, and the Browns have retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Kill. Protein spill.
Hunt going to run for it, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready. 53 is the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. He's coming.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson, forced out to it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's got daylight. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6 How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Hunt. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
First down, Cleveland.
Regular. Hey, look, 48.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Next to score, Ravens 36, Browns 30.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Check 53 is mine. Watch the run. Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
39-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Here we go.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Buddy up. Ball 58's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment.